Hi everybody, it's Lynne Forsythe and I'm super excited to share with you my latest art journal page using StencilGirl Stencils. I used a bunch of them on this project and it was a ton of fun. So basically what I'm going to do today is show you how I created the papers. The saying on my art journal page is happiness held is the seed, happiness shared is the flower. And if you know me, you know I love flowers. So I've got a couple different papers here. I like to collect vintage papers and then make copies of them on my printers so that I can get them all slappy with paint and it's fine. I use some Dina Wakely paints along with an 8x10 gel press and a 6x6 gel press. For this pull, you can see that I'm going directly to the gel press and adding the color and brayering it around. I also like to go back in and gently float color over the top of the darker color. Here I'm doing the tissue stock and getting my fingers down into those nooks and crannies so that I'll get a good pull of the acrylic paint. Take them off. Now we're going to do a pull with a full sheet. And don't want to waste that little bit on the side. So we're going to do that, and that's how we get the completed pull. Once again, paint onto the gel press, brayering it around. This time what I'm going to do is I am going to use a makeup sponge, and I'm going to sponge the color Blackberry through the StencilGirl stencil, getting just spots of color onto the lemon that I have in the background. Now, there was all kinds of paint and I didn't want to mush everything around, got the paint all over my hands. Once again, you don't waste any paint. We got to use it and pull it somehow, some way. As you can see, whoop, right there. So now that I've kind of got that stencil cleaned off, I'm going to lay it back down onto the gel press. And once again, using my makeup sponge, I'm going to apply the acrylic paint through the StencilGirl stencil. Next, you'll see that I'm going to add a little bit of the blushing down the sides where I didn't stencil any in, just to give it a little bit of extra color. Once again, floating that brayer gently over top because you don't want to blend your colors together. You're just adding a soft, gentle tone. Here you'll see placing the entire sheet of copy paper with the image on it onto my gel press, giving it a good solid rub because I really want it to pull this up. And there you go. Woo! Absolutely love it. And I just love that white noise in the background of that music paper. Now I'm adding a little bit more blushing and some lemon to the gel press, floating it on there, just kind of brayering everything around. And as you can tell, it doesn't take a lot of paint to get some good coverage on your gel press. Once again, just floating those colors around until I'm happy. This time I'm going to do pulls through the StencilGirl stencil. Once again, getting in there good and close into the nooks and crannies so that you can get just that beautiful pop of color. Okay, doing it once again down here. I wanted some over top so that it would pop. Yep, look at that. Love how this technique works. And also the fact that now you're creating an amazing background to work from also. So now I'm going to place that StencilGirl stencil down and I'm going to get some more of that yellow pulls onto the tissue stock. After I did this final pull and took the stencil up, that background paint had dried. So now what I did was I just wanted to brayer on a layer of white paint. Not doing it perfectly, actually kind of happy with the mish-happy way that it's coming about. But what this is going to do is this white paint is going to help to pull all of that color up off of that gel press. Are you ready? Here's the copied image. We're going to give it some good, hard, deep rubs, and then we're going to pull it up off of there, and it is going to be voila! Oh my gosh, absolutely love it. This is the page for my art journal. Hope you enjoyed my journey. Have a creative day.